Alrighty, hello guys. Let me first check if everything is working. Because nowadays it's a little bit tricky for me. Every stream is a little bit of challenge, I'm not gonna lie, in terms of technicalities and stuff. But I hope this one will be smoother. Although I don't see my YouTube chat, so let me reload my chat on OBS, and that should be it. Yep, there we go. Okay, I think we're set, and without further ado, let's get started. So, we are in the middle of nowhere here in Fulgora, and actually I'm quite happy with the result we have so far, because now we have this beautiful island which is dedicated for the recycling and sorting all type of stuff, right? And it's doing pretty well. So I managed to change the layout of my base here, and I'm quite happy with that. So wait a second, let me get it through first, right? Just a second, guys. One more second. Now you can go. Yeah, now it's your turn. There we go. Okay. So I'm just making things a little bit cleaner and more efficient. As you can tell, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results so far. So let me check my setup here. If we need to do something with this. I think we're good. Okay, so I rebuilt this train station that is loading my train with stone. Right, I think I want to change it this way. So this train goes here to this trash point, unloads really quickly. Also, oh, by the way, I don't have... The fuel is not here, right? Yeah, it's a little bit... I think I need to remove this from here, right? Since I don't use it at all, so let's get rid of it though. Right, so... it won't be on my way. And this way I can actually feed my train with this thing. And what we need to do is build it this way, right? First, let's do it this way. We'll just unload this thing here, right? And yeah, I think this would be it for this one. And actually we can redirect some of them, some of this belts to this recyclers, right? So it will be recycled way faster. So we have like 2 sides from here, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's a little bit uneven, but okay, how can we actually do that? So we can redirect one right here, I guess, right? This is the second one that goes this way and this way. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 points, right? 3 starting points, so we can do something like this. 1, 2, 3, like this. Then... okay, now we can remove the stuff from here, right? And do this. There we go. Next we can direct this thing here. There we go. One, two. Can direct this one here, right? And this one. Goes this way. Something like that. That should do it, right? Seems pretty neat to me. Okay, stone here, stone here, stone here. Okay, think we're good. Think we're good. So this thing, just loading these copper wires, right? So we're recycling them into copper plates. And what I want to do here, since we have this problem, right? Those inserters don't use their brain, I guess, right? Fresh unrequested. That. So they basically grab everything from the last stack to the first stack, right? And this way, these red circuits here, they don't get recycled ever. This is why I'm thinking about building some logic here. So let me think about it, right? So we need something like this, right? Decider combinator, I guess. It should be built somewhere here, right? And I can do something like this. And also I can then connect them to this inserters, right? And set filters like this. Set filters based on the signals from the circuit network, right? And use it as blacklist. So there we go. There's my logic, right? And we have basically a containment. A content of our chests here, right? So they have something more than just scrap, right? And that's exactly what I need to have if let's see, everything, anything. Can I somehow create a logic that will decide if there's anything but scrap? So that's what I need to do here. So let's see, like everything, right? Everything is more than 0, which is true right now, but anything more than 0 as well. Anything. And there's scrap. So what logic do I have here? Like each evaluates the condition of each input signal individually. To pass completely, the signal has to pass all conditions. All conditions. Each or certain constant, right? Everything. Maybe like this, right? Everything equals scrap. Let's see how it works though, because I'm not sure. Let's do this. Let's do this. And by the way, I need to have this thing here. Somehow it should be here, right? But there's no way for me to have this here. So let me do this. Okay. Let me do this manually though. So let me do this, right? Let's... From the red perspective, right? Everything here is scrap. From the green belt, not everything is scrap, right? And so let me do the trick, right? If I take this one here and I place it here. Yep. Now that's wrong because everything is not scrap. Yep, that's exactly the logic I need here. There we go. So let me put everything here. That's great, that's great. That's exactly what I need. And how this should work, right? So if everything is not scrap from the green belt, do I have? No, I have green, right? Like this. Then we have my output, which is some simple signal like check signal, right? For the red wire. Oh, no. This should be scrap, right? And this should be as a signal for this thing to work as a filter, right? Yeah. Like this. So now we're filtering basically scrap. Filtering out scrap, right? Set filters. Blacklist. There we go. Yeah, look at that. So now we're basically filtering out everything but scrap. That's exactly what we needed. That's exactly what we needed. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think I want the same thing for this side, right? I want to do this, right? I want to connect all the chests together so we have signal from all of them. There we go. So now we have 6k of red circuits, right? And now we need to... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, now we do all the resources, right? Until we withdraw all of it from here. That's exactly what we needed. Maybe to make it more precise, maybe we need to... Actually, no, it's working pretty well, I would say. Okay. Okay, so again, green circuits, green wires here as an input, right? There we go. Red wire as an output for these inserters. Alright, yeah, we have a bunch of stuff here, right? And there we go. Now we will do this, right? We will filter out all the resources until we get rid of them. Yeah, look at that. Despite the fact that we have a bunch of scrap here, right? We're filtering out everything but scrap. That's exactly what we needed, guys. That's good. Yeah, look at this green belts. And freaking plastic, right? Plastic bars. Oh, there we go, there we go. That's... now we're talking, now we're talking. Now it's working pretty well. I don't even need to extract more of red circuits, right, for recycling them this way. That's good. It's a little bit of queue here, right, because of the waiting time, but I guess that's okay because we have all this resource. And look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I definitely love how everything works here. Yeah, look at this, right? It's basically withdrawing everything but scrap, which is great. Which is great. Which is exactly what we needed. I love these things. These decider combinators actually game changers. These are definitely game changers for me. Just look at this. Yeah, we kinda have to pause all the production for all other materials, right? But still, look at this green circuits though. Okay, let's see how this works. Here. Anything? And by the way, we almost collected the right amount of plastic here. There we go. Now we're going to recycle it back here. Look at that. Would you look at that? Yeah, now slowly but surely we're depleting all the resources. We just basically recycling everything we don't need here, right? And yeah, look at this. Now it's clean. Not that clean though, because now we have even more resources, like our... There we go. We have a bunch of different stuff. Plastic bars as well. So yeah, it's working pretty well, I would say. Okay, so we should have a bunch of green circuits here. Yeah, look at this. Our supercapacitors facility is going nuts right now, which is exactly what we needed, right? All three are working in the, like, at the top of their speed. Yes. Oh my god. I'm so satisfied with this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, let's do this thing. Since we will remove those chests from here, right? You will not be able to load your train with those anymore. We won't be able to do that, so we can remove this from here. So how's it going? Look at this. Yeah, we're still recycling this. It's going a little bit slow though, I'm not sure why. Not sure why. But I think it will be eventually balanced, right? Because now we need to recycle all this stuff here, which gives us a bunch of green circuits and stuff, green circuits and plastic. But eventually we will get rid of all this. Yeah, slowly but sure it's depleting. Look at this. I think we will be able to balance this, right? We should be. I don't know, maybe I need to... let me think. Maybe for the sake of balance, we want to... Wait a second. We want to split them like this. Maybe that's a good idea here. So, let's see. Maybe we don't connect them together, right? Maybe we don't measure all of it. But for these chunks, this particular chunks, so we have like 6 decider combinators. Right? And while this particular thing is just recycling everything but scrap, and we don't have to wait them until they're done, right? And we can start recycling everything else. So I guess that would be the idea. So let's do that, right? And... but connect them here. Like this. Yeah. The content of this should be different, so... there we go. Okay, so let me disconnect those wires here, right? There we go. And connect red wire here, then green wires. Disconnect them here, and connect those, and connect those. There we go. Wait a second, this should... So it's not connected right now, right? But if we connect this here, everything is not scrap. No. Each. It should work though, no? Wait, how did this work? Set filters. Set filters based on the signal from the circuit network, right? So the signal is this one, but it shouldn't be triggered right now. So everything is scrap, right? Oh. Okay, I think I said it wrong though, right? Okay, let's disconnect them for now. This becomes a problem for now. Let's work without it. But it's a little bit, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it, but let me check it out one more time. I think I may be missing something. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. So let's see. Can we build maybe one more thing here? Like this, for the sake of experiment. I think I did this, the same thing, no? Interesting, interesting. Okay, by the way, we already get rid of all the iron gear wheels, right? Next one we need to get rid of is stone. We need stone, right? We need stone for Quillo, right? Because we have 500,000 of that. So we basically need a storage for stone, right? Somehow we need to direct it there. So next thing we have here is iron plates. Do we need iron plates? For sure. And this iron plates slot go... They all go here, right? And we're already delivering it here. Maybe we don't even need this train here, right? Maybe we just need to deliver. By the way, how many of them? We have 6 million. I guess that's more than enough for us, right? And what we need here is not this train, but a storage. Dedicated storage. For this thing, right? Let's do that. Let's do that. Something like this. So yeah, let's build it this way, right? What we basically need is just a huge storage facility, which will work exactly this way. One, two, three. Just like that. And then we copy this, right? For the sake of symmetry, let's build it this way. Unfortunately, I cannot build this way. Or can I? Let's build it this way. This. There we go. This is for the second side, right? So let's go. Now we're talking, okay. So now this facility will collect all the stuff we needed here, right? So maybe we can even expand it a bit. Let's see. Like this, except the last 3 lines here, right? Like this. Maybe this, why not? There we go. There we go. And the last one, the last row is here, right? So, yeah. This is a huge storage facility for our iron plates, right? And we still have... we have 5 million of it, right? So, I'm not sure how much can we store here. But I know for sure that we need to build some concrete. Because there's no base without concrete. We all know that. So let's build this shit here. There we go. And here as well, of course. You know the drill, right, guys? There's no base without concrete. There we go. Let's see if we can withdraw and how much of this iron plates we can store here. Okay, let's get back to our station, right? And yeah, I want to make sure that I understand this logic right. So we have green wire connected to here, right? And red wire connected. No, not here, but I need an inserter here, right? And just like that. So I have something like this, right? Not everything here is scrap. This is true. Now everything is scrap. So why do we have this true though? Output signal is scrap, right? Everything isn't scrap. Everything is scrap. Each is scrap. Each is scrap. Anything equals scrap. Wait a second. It's this one. It's green one. Anything. If any of the input signals meet the condition, any, it will pass. If false, when there are no inputs. It is false when there are no inputs. Output the first input signal or the first signal that passes all the condition, respecting signal orders in both cases. So let's say I have a plastic bar here, right, as well. So nothing, anything not equal scrap, right? But if I collect this thing here, it's still true, right? If I collect plastic bar here, it's not true. Now it's working. Now it's not. Okay, so it should be this though, right? Let's see. Now we have a bunch of we have like 200 copper cables here, right? So we need to recycle them first. Here we don't have anything but scrap, so we need to recycle scrap, right? Here we have this copper cables, so we need to recycle copper cables first. So let's see how it works here. So we're waiting until we withdraw all this copper cables here, right? And then we will start to have something else. Let's see. 60. Yeah. Now we're going with scrap. Then when we're done with scrap, let's see how we can pull this off. Now I have only scrap here, right? Which means that we don't need to withdraw anything but scrap. Okay. Maybe we need to control this chests here as well, right? Because now we have the problem for not withdrawing from them. Right, I think we need the same logic applied here. Okay, let's try. Let's try and connect them this way. Right, and red wires connect to those guys. Okay, and green chest. Green wire connected to the chest, right? There we go. Oh, because we have scrap here, right? Yeah, this is wrong. This is wrong. Yeah, we don't. Don't want them to be connected though. This way at least, right? Maybe we need the same logic for this guys here. Maybe that's the way to go. So let's see. Maybe that's what we need. Wait, they already connected, right? Yeah. Now we're drawing everything but scrap, right? But from here. Okay. 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 Okay, and red wire. Something like this. So now they work not together simultaneously, right? But they have the same logic, but they're disconnected, they're separate from each other. This should do it. So now we're just waiting. It's still kind of bad because we're just waiting and just wasting all this time, right? I kind of want to have separate circuit for each of them, for each of these things, right? For each of the lanes. But that's too much, I guess. Right? Because they have... I mean, Look at this, right? It's still working. We're just withdrawing everything but scrap here, which is exactly what we need here, right? Because we need to recycle everything. And everything should move here. Wait, what? How do we have a freaking LDS here? What the heck? Precious LDS, really? We're sure about that? That we want to recycle LDS? I'm a little bit surprised, not gonna lie. It's freaking LDS, guys. Don't recycle it, please. There we go. I mean, we have some throughput, right? Because the trains are coming. And this is now cleansed completely, right? We just need to wait until we're cleansing everything from here. I think we just need to wait a little bit, right? Wait until it will cleanse itself. Yeah, the problem is that this is a little bit stuck, right? And until we finish with this copper cables here. This will be stuck. But as soon as we finish with this copper, so let's just wait and let's see how it works. If it works, right? That should work. That should work though. And now, when we finish with this copper cables, we should withdraw, of course, scrap, right? And then, yeah, we go with this iron gear wheels. There we go. Because now we're blocking the scrap from withdrawing here, right? From here. Alrighty. There we go. There we go. I think eventually it will cleanse itself from everything, right? That's the idea, that's the main idea here. Okay. So let's see how's it going in terms of our iron plates. Okay, okay. We don't have... Oh, really? We don't have freaking blue chests? Really? Okay. By the way, we need some sort of... what do we want to research? Let's do electric weapon damage though. Don't do that in a while, right? So maybe next worker robot speed. 65%. Yeah, that's... sounds cool. Sounds cool, right? Okay, let's see if we have requester. Wait. Chest. Do we have... we cannot we cannot possibly search for chests here, right? That's a little bit of a bummer, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm sure I have some of those here, right? It's here. One here. Maybe we need to build some, right? So how do we build those? Red circuits, green circuits, and steel chests. Alrighty. And steel chests. Do we have steel chests? Oh yeah, we have a bunch of steel chests, in fact. Where though? Okay, let's build up something like this as well. Excuse me, but here. Let's see. We can have everything we need, right? This thing here, this thing from here, and we can do this. So I need a requester chest, unfortunately. But I think I can find one, right? And this should be for steel chests, right? 58 means that it's 8400s or something. Right, with speed modules. And okay, let's remove these 5. Then we'll rebuild it. Oh, we need 11 though. Okay. Two more. Let's go. And now we wait. Now we just wait. So how's it going here? Okay, so this thing is cleansed almost. All of it, right? So this thing is still cleansing, and yeah, this cleansing. Okay, yeah, we're doing pretty good so far, I would say, right? And we have a bunch of resources here. Here we go. Now we're producing this requester chests. Wait a second, this should be this one, red one. Not requester chest, right? There we go. This is for my train stations, obviously. Right, we need those. for this one as well. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's working as intended now, right? So... exactly what we needed. We have a bunch of green circuits as well, right? We should be producing a bunch of supercapacitors. Yep. That's exactly what's going on here. So let's send these accumulators here. Unloading those. And very soon we will switch you to this beautiful facility here, which is already loaded with this stuff, right? Let me drive you remotely for now. Oh, there's no need. Okay, you just go. Stop driving. You just go, and now we can remove this station. And remove this stuff here. There we go. Now this train should go... yep, to the following station, which is right here. Full of accumulators, just waiting for them to be used. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice one. Yeah, just look at this, right? So now we draw everything but scrap, and then goes scrap itself. And we wait. We just wait until everything will be recycled here. There we go. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to build here. Perfect. Alrighty. Okay, now let me remove these rails here. We don't need it, obviously. I think this support, we don't need it as well, right? And this rail, I don't know. Yeah. Now we good. Alrighty, so here we consuming our accumulators, right? And batteries. Not accumulators, but batteries. And we provide these batteries from here. From this train station here. Okay, I think everything is fine here, right? So let's see. Let's go for this one more time. So this is the withdrawal for the first thing, which is solid fuel, right? This is the train station for iron gear wheels. We're recycling those. This is train station for concrete. We're recycling it, right? This is train station for producing water. And then we're just recycling everything else we don't need, basically. This ice, right? Then we're withdrawing accumulators. Batteries, excuse me. Then stone. Then goes the stone. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit slow though. That's the problem here. Oh, what train is that? It's this one, right? With these copper cables. Then we have copper cables. We also just load them here. Actually, yeah, we can build a station, the train station right here, right? Underneath this. Yep. Then goes steel plates, right? And we use them to create LDS, to build LDS. Next one, copper plate, copper cables, right? Then red circuits. We basically yeah, we can move this train station back here, right? So we don't need to have all this spaghetti here. This stuff, I mean. For the sake of beauty, I guess, right? So we can move this here, we can move this thing, by the way, a little bit lower, right? And my idea was behind this LDS train, so we can also put it right here, right? And direct the train to go, I would say this way, right? This way here, and just along the way with blue chips, right? This would be nice. This would be nice, yep. Why not? Why not? So, how's it going? We're collecting a bunch of green chips, right? Which is great. Yeah, which means that we provide a lot of supercapacitors. There we go. There we go. Okay, so the next thing I want to rebuild is this facility, right? Along with this one. So maybe this one goes first, right? Because it's kind of like everything is here. Everything here is kind of okay, I would say, right? Except this one. This one is a little bit of a mess, right? So we need to make sure that we have this here. And I wanted to rebuild it this way. Right, so it's pretty compact, I would say, and that's basically everything I need. Right, it's just for plants connected together, right? And I don't need too much of those, but I need them to be between this ore and stone, basically somewhere here, right? So I can even place them here, and I can withdraw stone directly from here, right? So maybe that's the idea, or right here. So look at that. So maybe I can redirect. So this is, yeah, I guess this is the place for it, right? To build, because I can simply have the stone from up top and this ore from the bottom. 2 lanes, 3 lanes, like 4 lanes even, right? Just 4 lanes of stone, let's say. And then I will put it back to the main route. I guess something like that. We'll see. How the hell do we have all these iron plates here? This is just from remainings, but I'm not sure why. So, okay, let's do the thing, right? We can redirect. Okay, this thing is ugly here, right? So we definitely don't want to have here. Don't want to have it right here. So let's build it this way. This. Something like this. To do it. Okay, so we can remove this one. Then we have this water, right? And water is here. Can we maybe move this water? So when do we use this water, though? We don't use it here, we use it to extract light oil, right? And we need light oil to produce superconductors, right? So this should be it. Okay, I'm not worrying about this superconductors, but we definitely need these on top of this facility, right? And since it will be right here, we don't want it to be lower, right? We need it to be higher or the same way. So I would put it right here. Why not, right? Just in between. And we can also build something like this. One, two, three, four, five. We can have like 5 pumps or something. Like this. There we go. Okay, we're pumping. So now we need to disconnect it from this one, right? Because it's already connected to here. There we go. Oh, wait a second. We need to connect those two. Here. Then we will disconnect this thing, right? And this will be empty. Yeah. No, it's working just fine. It's working just fine. So and the last one. There we go. So now we can remove these pipes from here, right? And now almost there. And 3, 2, 1. And that's it. No more water here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now the storage tank is here, right? And we have this, all the stuff here, and now we can redirect this one, this thing, right? Now we can remove this belt. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. So now we can redirect those pipes. Right? Because this is a little bit of a mess, I'm not gonna lie. So let's do that. Okay, it's still a mess, so let's build something along those lines though. Just like this, right? That should do it. That should do it. Instead of all this, right? So we can have like this pipe here. It's very accurate and small thing. Now look at this, right? We just have a bunch of scrap here. We're recycling it. We have all these resources we need. Basically, right? And again, scrap. Yeah. So it's working like magic. So yeah, now we can simply delete these pipes here, right? This pipeline here, we don't need it anymore. There we go. We can rebuild this one. We can remove this one from here. In fact, we don't even need this here, right? It's very complicated though, but still, in order to be connected, let's connect them like this. Right? Okay, I think we need something more, something less heavy for the research, right? Oh, we have a shortage again. Oh, wait a second. We don't have... Oh, we have a problem, I think. We have a shortage on stone? Really? Stone and copper here, right? So... Wait a second, no. There's a bunch of copper here, but... What about this one? Oh, we don't have green circuits though. And for green circuits we need copper plates, right? And we have a bunch of copper here. But we don't use it because this is the main bus that we use for LDS and stuff, right? So... Okay, definitely need to address this one, but... We'll do that a little bit later. Let's do something else though. Let's maybe... Oh, it still requires this yellow signs, right? So... Something that does not require this signs. Physical projectile though. I don't know. I don't know. Well, LDS may be worth doing, right? Because it's 100 plus 100% instead of 90. It's still very slow though. Still very slow because of what? Metallurgic? Really? Wait, is this the problem? Is this the shortage I have? No. I think I have a lot of it, right? So what's the shortage here? Oh, really? Production side. Oh, okay, okay. I see this one. Okay, so it's not that though. Alright, we'll see. So we connected those together, right? So now we can definitely remove this pipeline here, since we don't need it. There we go. And now we can redirect this one as well, right? So yeah, this goes through here, so we maybe can just connect it, I don't know, this way? This way for sure. Okay, and we have these bumps here, right? So... and then... all this thing here is for nothing, right? It's just an unnecessary kneel. Unnecessary knee here. And this is the plastic, right? The plastic bar supply. And we also can direct it along... oh, no, we cannot. Okay, we can do something tricky, right? Something like this. It's, again, it's just a temporary measure rate. It's, not the constant one, but still will be very useful for the time being. There we go. Yep, now I can remove this pipeline here. Oh, beautiful. Look at this mess that we just cleaned up. Right? Now we can remove also this ugly belt here, since we don't need it. There we go. And we have this beautiful space here to build this facility, right? It's exactly what we need. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Give me a couple of minutes, okay? I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. Second. Okay, let's see. Now we have this beautiful free space here, right? Which we can use for this facility, right? So now I'm thinking, how do we want to build it though? We can have like dedicated 4 lanes of It's kind of tricky because this is maybe it's not tricky though, maybe I'm just overcomplicating it. Okay, let's just do it this way. Oh, wait a second. It's not connected here though. Almost ruined everything, guys. Almost ruined it. But we will fix it very quickly. So, we have stone here and we have this ore here on top, right? So, no, we have stone on top and we have ore from the bottom, which means that we can simply place this facility right here. And this way we will have some room to spare, right? For the bells and all the stuff, all the good stuff we need. But I don't want to waste too much space though, so let's build it something like this, right? Let's build it this way. So we can connect them to the wires here as well, right? So this will be good. Also, we need to copy these here, right? This way, so we can connect them to the water. Like this. All right. And now, since we have 4 of them, right? I don't think we need those lines here. So we basically need just to direct these 4 lanes of belts, right? Just here, just this way. So something like this, right? But at the same time, I understand that we might have since there will be more than enough of this ore, right? But we can't... I don't know if we need to preserve it or what. I mean, we have... I don't think we need though, right? If we have extra, we will just withdraw it from this belt, right? And recycle it back. And that's it. This is it, basically. I'm not sure if we need it though. Because we don't use it anywhere else, right? Just here. So I guess this is it. I guess this is pretty much what we need here. And we can use this belt just from here, right? And just direct all this beautiful stone from this belt to this one, right? And we can remove this belt here, which will be exactly what we need to do. So how do we want to direct these guys here? Let's see. No, that's a bad idea, right? Something like this. Okay, let's start to collect those things here, right? And then we need to build this pipes right here. There we go. And we want to connect them. But yeah, this will be the connection. By the way, let's remove those guys. Why not, right? In fact, let's now replace those with requester chests, right? And now we can do this. Holmium ore, right? And it's 50 per stack, which means that it should be 8,400. I don't remember though. But it should be more than enough, and I think we have like a bunch of it, right? Like half of, yeah, 500,000. Exactly, so that's exactly what we need here. And now we just want to redirect all the stuff from here to here. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now it's working, right? We just need to wait until we spend all these resources from here, or we can just redirect them back there. And I think we will redirect them because why not? I think this will be faster. This will be faster. And this way we don't need all this stuff here. We still have a bunch of stone though. Something like this. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we can remove everything here, right? So everything from here, we basically don't need it anymore. There we go. Now we just wait until we withdraw all the resources from here, right? There we go. 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Also, I think we can remove this belt here. There we go. think we need to... We need to decrease the amount of chests we use here, right? Because, yeah, these chests are already full of this thing, right? Which is great. Okay, so can I build this thing here and let's say here and remove it from here, right? This will be the right one. And I will build something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can remove all this ugly stuff from here, right? So, which is very unfortunate for now. There we go. We can basically do this already with 2 belts at least, right? 2 belts. We can remove this one. This one from here. And these from here. There we go. There we go. Let's do something like this. I want to withdraw everything from these chests. Obviously, right? Maybe I can do even this. Right? One chest is free here. Is good. Okay, now we just need to wait, right, a little bit, so... Oh, they're already full. They're all full already. 2,400. Okay, guys, I will stop here for today. Maybe I will be back a little bit later, I'm not sure, but yeah, thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time, next week. Have a great week. See ya, bye.